Every landlord will at some point have to deal with a problem tenant. But before you knock on their door, stay calm and follow these simple tips. Keep watching. Prevention through understanding. When a tenant commits their first offense, try to understand their side first. Are they having trouble paying their dues? Ask them if they're willing to change their payment plans with you. Offer to take cuts from their security deposit to make their monthly fees easier for them to pay. If they're willing, you could also pair them with 1 or 2 roommates with whom to share the rental property. If your tenant is intentionally or unintentionally disturbing their neighbors, ask them why they're doing it and come up with a compromise. For example, if they're a musician and their practice sessions are too loud, ask them to either find a studio to rent or attach soundproofing sheets to their walls. You can also ask the complainants for suggestions by holding a forum. It'll help start a discussion and establish common ground between your renters. Write down the minutes of that session for future reference. Legal help. Dealing with repeat offenders will often push you to seek mediation or arbitration. When you opt for mediation, you're asking a third party to moderate your conversations with your tenant until you work things out. Cities like Chicago, Illinois offer mediation services for free. In Centennial, Colorado, however, you'll have to hire a private attorney. Arbitration, on the other hand, solves disputes by having a third party hear both sides out, like mediation. The big difference is that the arbiter will make a final decision for both of you. It can be binding or non-binding. In binding arbitration, you and your tenant are required to take the arbiter's advice. In a non-binding one, you can listen to the arbiter's decision without having to follow it. Calling the police. While there are cases where you can solve disputes amongst yourselves, you should call the police if your tenants are engaged in illegal activity in your building. It's still your job, however, to prepare their eviction from your property. Prepare for eviction. If your difficult renter just doesn't want to change, it might be time to go your separate ways. Hire an eviction attorney to run you through the process. First, you need to serve a notice of eviction with a valid reason and the number of days they have until vacating. Next, file a complaint in court and receive a summons saying that you and your renter should show up in court on a specific date. Once there, your renter will decide whether to concede or offer a defense. If they choose the latter, you'll have to attend hearings with your lawyer. Once the judge rules in your favor, however, you can finally enforce an eviction order. As hard as you may try, problem tenants have a way of besting the screening process, no matter how careful you are. It's often helpful to educate your renter about the negative impact that eviction could have on their credit and savings. While the hallmarks of a good landlord are understanding and patience, tough love in the form of mediation and eviction is necessary to protect yourself and your other tenants. Being a property owner means you'll have a host of responsibilities like tenant screening and maintenance to worry about. We at Bergen & Company provide property management services that help you generate a passive income without much effort. We'll take care of tedious tasks, leases, and portfolios for you. Contact us now for more details. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.